cual, tienen moña, tienen feria y mentira que al final ellos tan a otro nivel.
Okay, so what's up YouTube, this is Gabi from Team DeathNote, and over here we're coming to you with some very special news. It's about the DBS BO3 that's coming out. It's called Crossworlds. So first of all, I'll just like to give out a shout out to everybody, you know. Thanks to everybody, you know, we up to over 300 subscribers, and it's actually very great. I appreciate all you guys who subscribe, all you guys who comment, all you guys that like our video, and that keep putting in that work, you know, because we're gonna keep putting in that work as well. So today I'm coming with you with the new BO3 set that's coming out in March, I believe. Yes, in March. I think it's between the 10th to the 25th or something like that. If I'm wrong, just please correct me, comment down below. It has 217 cards, so it's 217 new cards inside of that new set that we're getting for Dragon Ball Super, guys. Okay, so this includes 2 decks, one red, one black. Red being the Goku deck from GT, so we will be seeing GT characters and set 3 and the new decks. And the other deck, which is the black one, is Bardock. Each deck will be 51 cards each with 5 exclusive cards to each decks. The Bardock has a Super Saiyan 3 leader. If I believe it's Bardock Super Saiyan 3, that's what I see on the box. So that's what we're getting as a black leader for a starter deck in set 3. Set 3 comes with the foil cards. I think it's every uncommon has a foil, or every common has a foil version. So if you guys want to maximize the rarity of your decks, you want to pimp your deck, you can. We have dash packs. Now, explaining the dash packs. There's 4 cards in the dash packs. Okay, so the effects of the dash pack, I am going to explain them right now. And the first dash pack card that we're explaining is Pan. So we see Pan, she's a size 3 red. She has a permanent effect saying that if you have a Son Goku GT or Trunks GT with 25,000 or more power, so it's a 25k or more power, in play in your battle area, you can play this card from your hand without paying its energy cost. So basically, if you have a Goku GT or Trunks GT, you can call her out there for free, guys. And her active main effect is once per turn is you can choose up to 1 Son Goku GT or Trunks GT in your battle area, and it gains plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn, guys. So basically, you know, red is sticking to what it does most, is aggro powerhouse, and so, you know, red is that type of beast type deck, that combo down deck. And going to the effect of the Piccolo. Now the Piccolo one is kind of insane, because the Piccolo, it says it has critical, and it has a new ability called Barrier. So we're gonna see a new ability called Barrier. It says this card cannot be chosen by the skill of your opponent's cards. So he can't be popped, he can't be removed. Dude just can't really leave the field. Activate main, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards for energy cost equal to or less than your energy and KO it. So he's actually pretty insane. He's popping people that out on the field. If let's say you have 5 energy and there's a Beerus out there, you want to pop the Beerus, or you want to pop a Golden Frieza, or you want to pop a Mecha Frieza. Now, hence, he's once per turn, so he stays on the field to do this once per turn. Activate main. So just imagine this Piccolo out there, just really annoying, popping cards, doing what he do best. Piccolo is just insane, and KO it. Then for the duration of the game, negate this skill, so he only pops 1 per turn. Now, he's a 4-drop. Just imagine you having 2 Piccolos out there in the game dominated, especially if you're playing a deck kind of like Golden Frieza, where you can pop one of your Frieza's army and untap to draw a card, or even the Soul Striker Goku that when he attacks you untap too. So basically, between the untapping and the unyielding and the Sensu Bean, you can actually play 2 Piccolos on your turn 4 out there. And if you ramped, it's really on your turn 3. So, you know, the Piccolo one, he becomes very annoying. He starts just pop in the field. He can't leave it. So it's crazy. Only if you attack him directly. I'll see like Jaren or something like that. Next one is a Kaba. It's a size 2 Kaba. The Kaba's nasty. Says Saiyan Teamwork Kaba. Permanent. While this card is in play in your battle area, decrease the energy cost and specific green cost of Khalifa and Kale in your hand by 1. So basically, if you have a Kale size 1 that she's 2, which they actually have one, you could decrease her cost by 1 and specific energy. So that means you could just tap 1 blue for her. So that's actually crazy. You know, you could tap 1 blue or you could tap 1 red or whatever you got the decks mixed with. You just tap 1. It doesn't have to necessarily be green. So Kaba's crazy. Going back to Kaba, I'm gonna go back to him after I read the Khalifa card, which you guys should hear. They have another one for the dash pack. It's this, the last one. It's called the Great Ape Prince Vegeta. He's a blocker. Although when you play or combo with this card, look at up to 3 cards on the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 Great Ape and add it to your hand. If you do, place 1 card from your hand into the drop area. So he's crazy. You know, he's not all that, but we just need to find out what other type of Great Apes they're going to have in the future, or that's going to come out in the set that can actually complement this card, so we can see, you know, a larger variety of greater plays of what the Great Ape is going to do. Now, going back to the Kaba one, because I just found the size 2 Khalifa. Now, the size 2 Khalifa, what she does is this. Her name is Unstoppable Ambition Super Saiyan Khalifa. She has a permanent that your battle cards cannot be KO'd by your own skills. So basically, when you call out the KO and she's out there, go into the kill effect that you KO one of your own cards. You don't have to do it. You choose a card, but it can't be KO'd because the Khalifa is given the skill that your battle cards cannot be KO'd by your own skills. So basically, you're doing KO basically for free. You're disgrading up to the energy cost of 5, popping people on your opponent's side of the field. When you attack, you have 4 cards or less. You draw 1 card, and she swings for crit. You know, KO the Khalifa package with the Kaba, with the dash pack, actually becomes pretty crazy. Her other effect is your battle card can't be placed in your drop area by your own skills as well. So that's another one. And you, when you play this card, choose up to 1 card from your drop area and add it to your hand. So she also recycles cards from the drop area and put it right back to your hand. So, you know, that's pretty crazy. Now going into the Kidboo package. We have actually a Kidboo package that I'm seeing here. So Kidboo, for you Majin Buu fan lovers, we actually have a leader of Kidboo. By seeing his color is blue, his name is Majin Buu Completely Revived. Now this is the Awakened side. I haven't seen the other side yet. But the Awakened side has an auto once per turn, saying that when this card attacks, you play the top you place the top card of your deck under this card. Then you draw 1 card. So every time this leader attacks, you place the top card of your deck. You know, there's only just once per turn. Place the top card of your deck, you put it underneath him, and you draw 1 card. Then he has an activate main. You choose 5 cards under this card and place them in the drop area. Switch this card to active mode and it gains plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Now just imagine you having 10 cards underneath this dude. You're swinging 3 times. And if you do a Monarch, it's going to be a triple strike double, it's going to be a triple attack double striker. Meanwhile, if you only have 5, it's going to be a dual attack, a double striker. But it's still good because on top of that, he gains the 5,000. So you attack for 15 with the Monarcha for the double strike. You place a card under him, you draw a card. This just an example. After that attack, you remove 5, he restands, so he becomes a 20k double striker. You swing again. If you have another 5, you can drop the other 5, restand, he gets another 5,000, so he'll be a 25k double striker. And, you know, wash and repeat. You just keep on washing and repeating. So that's actually pretty crazy. We have an Agent of Resurrection, Bobbity. Now the Bobbity, he has an auto saying that when you play this card, you look at up to 3 cards from the top of the deck. Choose up to 1 Majin Buu and add them Sorry. Says choose up to one Majin Buu. I think and add it to your. Oh wow. Okay, up to Majin Buu and add it to your hand, and then you put the rest of the cards back on top of the deck, and you get to shuffle your deck or to the drop area. To the drop area. Add them. Sorry, you know it's very glitchy, so I really can't read it that good. Majin Buu. Place up to one Majin Buu and add them, and wow, let's get back to that card. You know, basically I can't really read it. It's a lot of blurriness. It's a lot of screenshots going on, you know, guys. So you know the full set hasn't been out yet, but I'm currently bringing to you what we can actually see. Now we have thinks he's the best Hercules. He's a size 2 blue. It's crazy because all this new Majin Buu support is actually coming out blue, so I can actually see a blue-red deck with the other Majin Buus. If you want to go into a full Majin Buu deck with the 7 drop that we have currently, and the 5 drop that search out for the 7, the 6 drop if you want to play the Gotenks package with the Gohans in it, you can. So it will be a blue-red total full Majin Buu deck with Hercules and the other package. If you're a Majin Buu fan, you can do it. Hercules, he's actually pretty good. He's a size 2 drop. 10k attacker, 0-5k combo. So auto, when you play this card, if your leader card is Majin Buu, choose 2 of your energy and place them at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then take the top 2 cards of your deck and add them to your energy. So basically he goes out there for free. You tap 2, call out the Hercules, take the 2 that you just tapped, place it at the bottom of your deck, check the top 2 of your deck and place it to your energy and active mode. So Hercules is actually pretty good. I think he becomes a very big asset to what the Majin Buu package is, especially if you can find a way of how to draw a lot of cards and you can actually go out with him. You know, he's just plussing, so it's a lot of plussing going down. And for the 7 drop Majin Buu that I see here, also in this set we have a new thing called X Evolve. So basically X Evolve is, okay, so this one is 1 blue. He's a 7 drop. His name is the Ultimate Evil Majin Buu. He's a 30k attacker. X Evolve. It says blue. Place 2 cards from your hand in the drop area, Majin Buu, with an energy cost of 5 or more. Play this card on top of the specified card. Then it says it has triple strike. And auto, when a card evolves into this card, switch this card to active mode and it gains plus 30,000 power for the duration of the turn. So the dude is crazy. So you can basically pull out the 7 drop, swing, do him, and swing again. So that's some pretty aggressive plays. It says place 2 cards from your hand in the drop area, Majin Buu, with an energy cost of 5 or more. So basically, for you to evolve this card on top of a Majin Buu, you just have to tap 1 blue by the looks of it, and you place 2 Majin Buus from your hand with an energy cost of 5 or more. 5 or more, so he can evolve onto this card. So the card becomes actually pretty dangerous, you know? So the full Majin Buu deck is actually a thing. Now, going on to the other cards here, we have Ultra Goku. So Ultra Instant Goku is being revealed in this set 3. Now Ultra Instant Goku is actually pretty good. He's a 7 drop, 4 blues. His name is Ultra Instant Sun Goku, 35k attacker. He has X Evolve as well. So you tap 2 blues and you place 1 card from your hand in the drop area, Blue Sun Goku, for an energy cost of 5 or more. So you can just play this card on top of the specified card, and I believe it comes in active mode. Let me see. I don't think so. This card inflicts 3 damages, whatever. Okay, on top of that, he has triple strike. Permanent. Your opponent can't combo for the duration of this card's battle. So when he attacks, when Ultra Instant Goku attacks, your opponent cannot combo. So the only thing he has to do is either negate or block. So that becomes pretty dangerous. And auto, when a card evolves into this card, return all of your opponent battle cards to their hand. So they can't block. They have a field. Well, if they have a Sacred Guard where he can't leave the the battle area due to skills, then it's crazy. But if you don't have that type of dude, or the Samasu, you're gonna have to take this triple strike. So the Goku is crazy, you know. Now this made me wonder, what are the cards from the Tournament of Power going to be? Because, you know, we already going to reveal one of them, which is the Ultra Instinct Goku. And look what type of shenanigans he's coming up with. So, you know, what are the other cards from the Tournament of Power is actually going to do, and what they're going to be, what type of crazy attacks they're going to have, what type of crazy effects they're going to have. The game is actually changing. It's coming up to a state that I don't know what's going to go on. You can build so many different type of decks in so many different type of ways, you know, different play styles. And it's good, you know, it's very good, it's healthy for the community, especially if you're an all big time player, which is with the competitive mode, going to ARGs, going to tournaments, winning, or if you want to play for fun as well, you have a lot of different type of varieties that you can build decks now. Now, we have a green Vegeta leader. He's Super Saiyan Blue. It's kind of blurry. It's a screenshot from the top of the banner, so I can't really tell you the effect. I can't read it clearly, but just the point that we're having another Vegeta leader, green, is crazy. And it's a new Vegeta card. Let me see if I can find this card right here. Okay, so there's a new Vegeta card, guys. I believe he's blue. Okay, yeah, so he's blue. He's green. Sorry. His name is Hyper Rush Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. He's a 7-drop green. He has Union Potara for 5. You know, Goku and Vegeta placed on top of them in active mode. He has Triple Strike and Auto. When you play this card, if your leader card is Vegeta, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and up to one of the cards in your opponent's hand and place them in the drop area. Then draw 2 cards. Then you may choose up to 2 cards in your life and add them to your hand. So this dude is doing too much. If you're unawakened and you want to awaken, he's a good card to awaken you. Hence, be careful about the drawing 2 cards part. He's a 25k attacker with Triple Strike, and he removes a battle card from the field and a card from your opponent's hand. So, you know, he's actually pretty dangerous, I'm not gonna lie to you. We have new androids. I believe it's Super Android 13. So it's Android 13. Let me try to find this dude for you guys. Android 13, where are you? Sorry about that, guys. I just saw the dude. Where he's at. So more Android support, guys. There's more Android support. I think I saw Dr. Mew as well. Okay, so his name is Unending Destruction, Android 13. He's a 7-drop green card. He has Double Strike. He's a 30k attacker. Auto, when you play this card, your opponent chooses one of their battle cards and KOs it. Then, he has another auto. When one of your opponent's battle cards is placed in the drop area from any area by any of your skills other than this one, your opponent chooses one card from their hand and places it in the drop area. Oh my god, guys. If you guys are a Cell player and you actually get to call this card out there before you do Cell, which I doubt it. You know, the dude's a 7-drop, so you know Cell should be out there before any means necessary. But just to the point that he can discard cards for you discarding cards or removing battle cards from your opponent area, that's crazy. The dude is actually crazy. So that's actually good. This gets to show us you know, what type of crazy shenanigans that we're coming up with. Green is always coming, you know, kind of dangerous. I don't understand how they do it, but they do it somehow. We have new GT cards. One of those cards being Goku. He's a size 3. He's yellow. His name is Explosive Spirit Son Goku. So it's little. So it's Goku, I believe. I think this is the Dragon Ball one. Yeah, Son Goku Childhood from the Son Goku, Young Son Goku Saga. Sorry. Okay, so this one's not GT. It's the Son Goku from the childhood. He's a blocker and he has barrier. So this card cannot be chosen by the skills of your opponent's card. So just like the Dash Pack Piccolo. Although when you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO that card. And auto at the end of your turn, switch this card to active mode. He's a 10k attacker. He's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie to you. because he gets to pop people and he goes back to active mode, and he can't really be removed by card's effect, and by seeing he can't really be removed by battle, it's kind of hard because he always goes back into active mode. So it's pretty annoying. We have a yellow Bulma. She's a one size drop. So this Bulma is introducing into yellow, and it's kind of like Majin Buu. She does the same thing. She's a one drop. You tap one card out and you draw a card. So we actually got a Majin Buu for yellow, guys, which is the Bulma. It was actually very good. Now going into the black leaders, we have these new black leaders. One of them is Mirror. Mirror's actually pretty crazy. He's a 10k body. When this card attacks, place the top card, place the top 2 cards of your deck in the drop area. Then, if there is a green or yellow card in your battle area or drop, draw 1 card. So this is for green and yellow decks, especially, you know, if it's a combination of both colors. You place the top 2 into the drop area. That's setting yourself up for overwhelm, and you get to draw 1 card if that card is green or yellow, which is going to be green or yellow either way. And he awakens at 4 or less. You know, you flip him over, you draw 2 cards. He goes into Dark Warrior Mirror. Now, Dark Warrior Mirror, he has a permanent saying that if your warp has 5 cards or more, this card gains critical. So if your warp area has 5 cards or more, so just by warping probably once or twice, you know, depending if the overwhelm is 3 or 4 or 5, which if you do Bardock, sorry, which is a 5, you already get to do his effect. So he gains critical, active mode once per turn, place up to 2 cards from the top of your deck in the drop area. And when this card attacks, you draw 1 card. So he's actually pretty good. We have the Trunks leader. The Trunks do is that they have, he's basically the same thing as Mirror. When you attack, you place the top 2 cards of your deck into the drop area. Then if it's red or blue card in your battle area or drop area, you draw 1 card. So basically he's the same thing, but for the blue and red, Mirrors for yellow and green. You awaken at 4 life or less. You flip over, you draw 2 cards. And his awakened side is called Super Saiyan Trunks Protector of Time. Active main. Once per turn, place up to 2 cards from the top of your deck into the drop area. Auto, when this card attacks, you draw 1 card. Then you may choose 5 cards in your drop area and send them to the warp. If you do so, this card gains plus 5,000 power and double strike. So he's actually very different. He can become a 20k double striker whenever you feel like, just by sending 5 cards into the warp area. Now, going into the other shenanigans that black cards have, I see this one card here new. It's a 30k combo. I mean, a 30k blocker card, which is actually pretty crazy. So it's Shun Shun. She's a size 3. She's black. She's a blocker. She has the auto that when you play this card, place up to 2 cards on the top of your deck and then the drop area. And auto, when this card is attacked, if your opponent's leader card is red or blue, this card gains plus 15,000 power for the duration of the turn. So it's a card that you'll probably side deck. So she becomes a 30k up. She becomes a 30k blocker. And if your opponent tries to attack her, she's also 30k. So they're gonna have to combo out to try to get this card off the field. We have Haru, the attacker Majin. She has critical, and when you play this card, you place the top 2 cards from the top of the deck into the drop area. Auto, when you play this card, if your opponent leader card is green or yellow, choose up to 4 of your energy and switch them to active mode, guys. So she becomes for free, and she untaps an extra one. So that's crazy. Like I said, there's another card that should be kind of like side decked or whatever for those crazy type of events or tournaments, or if your tournament is the best out of 3. Now we have this negate. Is a generic negate because it's black. Times Judgment. It's a counter attack. Negate the attack. Then you may place 2 cards from your hand in the drop area. If you do so, add this card back to your hand. So it's a negate that can potentially come back to your hand, guys. I don't understand. This card is actually very good for those type of decks that have a lot of hand advantage, where you can just negate drop 2, setting yourself up for overwhelm, and adding the card back to your hand so you can negate again, drop another 2, send it back to your hand if you're trying to set yourself up for overwhelm. So it's a constant negator on top of the Whis Corrosion that you can just negate, untap 1, then negate with her, and you know, and you drop the 2 and she goes back to your hand. It's crazy, guys. The stuff has become crazy. We have one card, Dark Plot. It's a size 4 drop. It's an extra card, of course, black. It says choose up to one of your battle cards in your warp with an energy cost of 4 or less and play it. So if you use this skill to play a battle card with overwhelm, choose up to 3 of your energy and switch them to active mode, so it becomes a 1 drop. This is a 1 cast extra card potentially. And going last but not least to the last card, because I can't get around, you know, every single card that just came out. But we have a super combo card. This is called Supreme Kai of Time, World's Protector. She's a size 2 drop. She has 0 combo calls, 0 combo power. She is a super combo. It's a new card. The auto is that you can only include up to 4 cards with super combos in the game, well, of the entire game in your deck. So she has the auto that when you combo with this card, if there are 5 or more cards in your warp area, you draw 1 card and this card gains plus 10,000 combo power for the duration of the turn. So dude, she's a potential threat, especially when you're trying to finish off your opponent. You have those 10k draws, so you'll like boost attack Piccolo, draw, boost attack Piccolo, draw, boost attack Piccolo, draw. You do her, if you have the warp activated, you get 10k draw again. So it's potentially running 8 10ks in your deck, so the stuff becomes crazy, you know. It's actually a finisher. It's a good way to finish off your opponent. It's a good way to try to do stuff early games, especially if you're trying to call out the Bardock that he swipes the field for 5 or less and swings for double strike. You know, you get 20k with him. Since you already have 5 cards in the warp area, you can just combo out 30k draw card early game. So it could be an early game 30k draw card, or it could be a late game trying to finish off your opponent. So this is crazy, guys. It actually is. Well, this guy be from Team DeathNote. I'm just bringing you this type of news. You can just find all of this, what I just finished saying, in the Facebook groups. But I do this for people that actually are not collaborated with the Facebook groups. A lot of people that's on Facebook don't even go on YouTube, because I have a couple of friends that they don't even visit YouTube. So yeah, guys, this guy be from Team DeathNote. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Any type of questions and any type of information you have about this set, please drop it down below. This is Khalifa from Team DeathNote. Once again, you guys have been great, very awesome, and I thank you guys a lot. I hope we can keep growing on alongside all of you guys. For real, Khalifa from Team DeathNote. Peace out.
Que lo que es fortuna